how do you protect or create the time for creativity in making, right? So if we think about it as making versus managing, so the making is the creative stuff. The managing is all the meetings, all of the CEO stuff. I would have to imagine there have been times where you've looked at your calendar after a hard week and you're like, for fuck's sake, I've spent 90 plus, maybe 100% of my time this week managing stuff. How have you been able to block out or protect the time to create? How have you thought about that as someone who has all these different business ventures now?
It's the eternal question we all struggle with. How do we balance our life? We all ask that, both on the personal and the work. We're always going, how does this work? I, through failures, Tim, found that I was a 5-ball juggler, right? And here's what that means. That I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the best juggler in Vegas and you're with Cirque du Soleil and you can juggle 25 balls. Even that person, if you go 1 ball more than they're capable of, guess what happens? All the balls fall. Every ball you're juggling hits the floor and it's a mess. And so I, unfortunately, let the balls drop at times that I was acutely aware that I was doing a disservice to certain areas. And I learned that I was a 5-ball juggler. And here's what that means for me. It means that I'm always constantly juggling 5 balls. But if another opportunity comes along and I get excited about it and it makes sense both from an artistic and from a business CEO level, I must put one of the 5 balls I am currently juggling down or put it in the hands of others and give them full trust to do what they need to do before I pick up that new opportunity so that I'm constantly at 5 and don't extend myself. And so it was a lesson hard learned over the years. And what that also meant was, Todd, you can't do all the artwork yourself. So you're going to have to become a good scout and you're going to have to find talent. And at some point on a good day, I feel that I am Phil Jackson when he was coaching the Chicago Bulls. I think maybe not. His conversation went something like this. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and I don't even know what the name is of the rest of you dudes. Could you guys just go over there and your job is, could you put that ball in that bucket? Oh, by the way, if you have any questions to that in-depth analysis I just gave you, I'll be over here in my 3-piece suit with my clipboard and you just come over and ask me a question. And Phil Jackson was smart enough to find the proper talent and put it in the proper place so that at the end of that run, not only did Michael Jordan have 6 championship rings, so did Phil. And you know how many buckets Phil made during that time? 0. He was just smart enough to know to put Michael and the crew out there in the right iterations. And so there are times where you have to just go, Todd, you can't build this all yourself. There are some things that make sense for me being the lead and or even isolating myself artistically. There are plenty of other things we do, making toys, making comic book, making movies, making video games, all of it. That's a collective team. And I actually sort of enjoy being with the collective team because if I can find my Michael Jordans and my Scottie Pippens, and I'm in a meeting and they show me their skill artistically or with ideas or how to promote or how to sell or market, whatever, in any field, in any sort of skill set, and I feel like I'm the dumbest guy in the room, those are great days for me, Tim. Because I sit there and go, oh my gosh, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I can't even do it to that skill set. Thank God they work for me, right? And I just sit there and go, And if I really want to make it look like that I'm sort of more important than I am, I'll say something like, interesting, I'll take it under advisement and get back to everybody tomorrow, right? Where inside I'm going, holy shit, this is awesome. I just hope they don't quit and start their own company and compete against me because they're super awesome. And so that's it. You have to find talent and coach them along the way. I'm just a coach. I feel like I'm a coach now.